You're watching Live at 5 on Live Local CBS3.
Good evening and thanks for joining us. I'm Kristen Bakke. The clock is winding down for Minnesota lawmakers to finalize the state budget and avoid a government shutdown. Lawmakers debated through the night, and as part of their budget negotiations, they passed a bill to officially end the governor's peacetime emergency powers, and that takes effect tomorrow. Governor Tim Walz had used his special powers for more than 15 months in order to manage the state's response to COVID-19. Republican lawmakers had previously complained about him shutting them out of important pandemic decisions. We'll hear from local lawmakers on both sides of the aisle on if they think the state's budget will be passed, coming up tonight at 6. Meanwhile, a small section of a big federal budget is raising concerns for one Northland lawmaker. The proposed 2022 spending bill for the Interior, Environment, and related agencies came out this week. It includes a provision saying none of the funds can be used to review or approve a mine plan within the Rainy River watershed of the Superior National Forest. Republican Congressman Pete Stauber says that would stop development at 4 area mines, including Mintac, Minorca, and North Shore. Stauber says he strongly opposes the provision, calling it an attack on mining jobs in Minnesota. The bill just started going through the approval process. Wisconsin's governor is continuing pandemic-related unemployment benefits. Democratic Governor Tony Evers vetoed a Republican bill that would eliminate a $300 per week federal bonus for unemployed people. The bonus was designed to help the unemployed during the COVID-19 pandemic. It's scheduled to end on September 6th. Republican legislators pushed the bill, insisting that business can't find workers and the bonus is keeping people from seeking jobs. And here's a live look from Duluth tonight as the city is gearing up for another busy weekend. Duluth's annual 4th Fest is back after being called off in 2020. But this year's Independence Day celebration is expected to draw in even bigger crowds than usual. And to tell us all about it is CBS3's Quinn Gorham joining us now to explain why and how organizers are preparing.
Yeah, that's right. This Sunday, 4th Fest will feature live music, food, and a fireworks show on Sunday night. Organizers say typically about 10,000 people make their way to Bayfront for the festivities, but this year preparations are underway to accommodate a bigger crowd. That includes hiring more staff than they usually do for the event, and organizers are saying they're expecting more people this year because people missed out on last year's event, which along with the annual fireworks display, the city had to cancel because of the pandemic. Some communities like St. Paul have decided not to host city-sponsored firework events again this year, which could mean more people traveling to Duluth to see a larger display. Event coordinators expect some traffic due to the large influx of people, especially for Sunday's fireworks show.
Plan for some extra time ahead of the events. Make sure that you get here about a hour earlier than you normally would. And then expect lines on the way out as well, too, especially on that 4th of July evening after the fireworks have concluded.
Along with 4th Fest, Bayfront is also hosting Country Jam on Friday and Hairball, an 80s cover band, on Saturday. That means the whole weekend will be packed. For more information about all those events and a list of road closures around the area, check out CBS3Duluth.com. Should be a fun weekend.
Absolutely. Nice to see some events coming back to life.
Love it.
Thanks, Quinn. The Duluth Chamber of Commerce has elected a new board president. Matthew Baumgartner will replace longtime president David Ross. Ross is retiring on July 31st after 24 years of service. Baumgartner will begin leading the chamber on July 19th. He currently works for the Grandma's Restaurant Corporation and has served on the chamber board for 5 years. As summer kicks off and temperatures climb, people are heading to Lake Superior to cool down. But sometimes the lake can get dangerous. CBS3's Abigail Smith learns more about a new tool launched to help kayakers and paddlers stay safe on the water.
An adventure on Lake Superior is exciting for both locals and tourists, but for beginners it can be dangerous, which is the main reason behind a new website tool called Paddle Safe Twin Ports.
The website has weather updates, paddle conditions, shipping traffic information, and live cameras to help paddlers plan a safe, fun trip onto the lake. Jesse Schaumburg with the Minnesota Sea Grant program helped launch the website. He says more people are using paddling devices in the harbor, putting them in direct line of large ships in testy waters. So the website also provides information about different access points around the Twin Ports.
It gives them some information about which accesses are appropriate for their level of skill. A spot like this on the open ocean or open coast of Lake Superior, it's, this is not the place to take a beginner. But there are great places for a beginner to go, and so we tried to show those kinds of places.
Schomburg says lately he's seen even more paddlers out than usual, and they should always be aware of weather, ships, and wave conditions. So this website will help paddlers know how to navigate their trip safely.
Whether you're kayaking, canoeing, or paddling, PaddleSafe Twin Ports hopes their data-based website will create a safer experience for everyone.
For more information about paddling conditions and safety tips, you can visit our website. Well, Dave is here for a first check of the weather. Dave, 4th Fest is coming up. The 4th of July is coming up. People want to get out paddling and kayaking. So much fun.
Yeah, it comes together. And I think the weather will, especially if you like 4th of July on the hot side. Right now, for the moment, we're still looking at a chance for rain tonight in northern Minnesota. It's the last gasp for those two lows that have been with us for a couple of days. Spotty showers, isolated thunderstorms, 20% chance in Minnesota, even a lesser chance than that, maybe only 10% for Wisconsin and for Michigan. So let's take a live look up north in Virginia, where folks there allegedly will be closer to the action, and it looks pretty calm and dry up there for the time being. Just keep in mind that you may get sprinkled upon here as the night goes on. What's coming up for the short-term forecast? Well, higher pressure takes over after tonight's little rain chance, and we become sunny tomorrow. But an easterly wind kicking up will make it only around 70 by the lake, maybe 80 farther inland. So tomorrow will be cooler. But Friday we start to warm up again. And once we get into the holiday weekend, I'm thinking we can now crack 90 degrees. Maybe too hot for some folks' tastes, but a perfect spice for others. We'll talk about how long that warm spell will last in a few more minutes.
All right, thanks, Dave. Today, the family of former Defense Secretary Donald Rumsfeld announced he has died. He was 88 years old. The two-time Defense Secretary and one-time presidential candidate had a reputation as a skilled bureaucrat and visionary of a modern U.S. military. But it was unraveled by the long and costly Iraq War. Regarded by former colleagues as equally smart and combative, patriotic and politically cunning, Rumsfeld had a storied career under 4 presidents and nearly a quarter-century in corporate America. And in a shocking announcement today, Bill Cosby is once again a free man. Pennsylvania's Supreme Court overturned the comedian's sex assault conviction earlier today. The decision was reversed on a technicality. The court said they found an agreement made with a previous prosecutor prevented him from being charged in the case. Now, Cosby had served 2 years of his 3 to 10-year sentence after refusing to acknowledge remorse or wrongdoing over the encounter. The 2015 case was one of the first to be highly publicized during the Me Too movement, and over 60 women came forward with similar accusations. And here in Minnesota, a man arrested in connection to the death of a Virginia man has been released from custody. Police responded to a fight at Pine Mill Court in Virginia on Saturday. They found 41-year-old Ryan Motes unresponsive. They did CPR and gave him Narcan, but he later died at the hospital. Police initially arrested a 31-year-old man in connection to Motes' death. He was facing a manslaughter charge, but after further investigation, the St. Louis County Attorney's Office released him from custody. They are still waiting on autopsy results. Still to come on Live at 5, an Iron Range community is hosting a citywide beauty contest. We'll have details as we take you around the Northland after the break.
You're watching Live at 5 with Kristen Baki and weather with meteorologist Dave Anderson on Live Local CBS3. Get your news on the go, the CBS3 mobile app.
Frozen, yet a Coke. Not a solid, but not a liquid. They're a paradox of deliciousness.
Enjoy an icy cold Minute Maid slushie, available for a limited time only.
Enhance your quality of life. Increase your mobility. Achieve your potential. For specialized, individualized care, call Northern Orthotic and Prosthetic Center, providing the professional care you deserve. Northern Orthotic and Prosthetic Center, serving people throughout northern Minnesota, Wisconsin, and upper Michigan.
World-class rodeo action returns to Spooner, Wisconsin for the 67th annual Heart of the North Rodeo, July 8th, 9th, and 10th. Some of the top cowboys and cowgirls in the United States compete for over $100,000 in prize money. Food and beverages available along with live music. Get your tickets today by calling 800-367-3306 or purchase online at SpoonerRodeo.com. July 8th, 9th, and 10th in Spooner, Wisconsin.
Everybody wants to go to Spooner Rodeo.
Them enough to crawl into a play place to get them to come down, then surely you'll check NHTSA.gov/the right seat to make sure they're in the right car seat.
The reasons to treat yourself to a frozen drink from McDonald's go on and on.
Enjoy our new frozen drinks in these delicious flavors.
Welcome back to the CBS3 News Live at 5. Here's a live look from Spirit Mountain tonight on this last day of June. Boy, that's hard to believe. Dave will be in with this week's full forecast in just a few minutes, but first, let's take a look around the region. Another annual race in Duluth coming up next week, and another 4th of July weekend preview. All of that and more as we take you around the Northland, city by city. We start in Chisholm tonight with a fun citywide contest. The Chisholm Beautification Association is hosting a Beautiful Yard contest. Submissions will be taken through July 14th. You can send in your home, a neighbor's home, or anyone you think is helping make Chisholm a more beautiful place. Prizes for the top finishers will be awarded in August. We will have submission details on our website. Next, we'll head to Duluth for another racing event coming up next week. On July 7th, 1 week from today, the Duluth YMCA, along with the Greater Downtown Council, is hosting their 13th annual Sidewalk Shuffle to kick off Duluth Sidewalk Days. The race is a 5K walk-run that will be going in waves starting at 11. The race is family-friendly with walkers, runners, shufflers, and strollers of all ages welcome. The race will take place on the Lake Walk, and we'll have sign-up information on our website. And we wrap up tonight with another way to celebrate this holiday weekend. We are in the Tower Sedan Lake Vermilion community tonight for their 3rd of July festivities. Events kick off at 8 a.m. with the 38th annual Walk Run. There is a race for everyone, starting with a kids mile and then the 5 and 10K races. Then at 11 that morning, the parade will start. Judging for floats is being held at 10 and a flag raising is set for 10:30. The day wraps up at 10 p.m. with fireworks from the North Hill. We'll have more details on our website. If there's something going on in your neighborhood that you think we should know about, make sure to send us an email, and it might be featured as we go around the Northland, city by city. And still to come on Live at 5, it's our Pet of the Day segment. We introduce you to a young kitten looking for his forever home.
Well, our forever temperatures won't stay in the 80s forever, but they did today. 84 degrees for the top temp at the airport in Duluth. Tomorrow, we tumble towards 70, but that in turn is only a day-long thing. We could go towards the 90s for the weekend, and I'll talk about the duration of that coming up right after our break.
This show is about connection. Not even 2020 and socially distancing ourselves are going to get in the way of that.
The Kelly Clarkson Show on CBS3.
Don't miss the giant 3-day sale at Home Furniture. Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. Get up to an extra 10% off sale prices. Plus no money down, 3-year special financing, and free shipping. This Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. The giant 3-day sale. Only at Home Furniture.
Menards Garden Center has everything you need to enjoy your yard all summer long. Check out our selection of Cutter outdoor products. From individual insect repellents to whole yard control, Cutter is here to help. Don't let pesky bugs ruin your summer. Cutter Backyard Bug Control attaches to your hose and kills insects for up to 12 weeks. Get 11% off all Cutter Bug Control products. Get 11% off everything right now at Menards.
Save big money at Menards.
Scott Dietrichson Construction has a lifetime of construction experience. We're the Northlands roofing experts. Hail damage, wind damage, get it fixed right with Scott Dietrichson Construction. New construction, full remodels. We're the local professionals, not subcontractors. Let us get your home Northland ready. Call for your quote today.
Gail King, Anthony Mason, and Tony DeCopel. Weekday mornings on CBS. During the 4th of July mattress sale at Home Sleep Express, get $500 off Tempur-Pedic Breeze mattresses, plus no money down 6-year special financing on any Tempur-Pedic with free delivery, setup, and a 120-day guarantee. Tempur-Pedic, now at Home Sleep Express.
Northwest Outlet is your ARE truck topper headquarters.
Coming up Thursday on CBS3 this morning, the latest updates on Minnesota's state budget plan. And we're in for a much cooler Thursday, but the heat returns for the holiday. So wake up with us starting at 5 a.m.
Today on CBS3 This Morning. CBS3 Weather is brought to you by Lake Superior College. Now, the CBS3 Duluth WeatherMax forecast with meteorologist Dave Anderson.
Well, allergies are really knocking Kristen for a loop here. If you notice, she's sniffling a little bit here. It's been in the air, and with temperatures up, it's not doing too well at keeping the pollen down. So for everyone suffering from hay fever, things like that, I'm pulling for you. Maybe we'll make things go your way eventually, but grin and bear it for now. Temperatures we bore today into the 80s for a lot of places. In fact, most places. We had 86 International Falls, 83 for Hibbing and Hermantown, 84 Moose Lake and Superior, even Park Point, Ashland as well, 79 in Ironwood, one of our cooler spots, and 70 by the lake in Grand Marais. That's a virus, so to speak, that'll catch on tomorrow as lakeside temperatures become more like 70, while inland numbers still cling to the lower 80s. It's because an easterly wind is coming to call, so cooler by the lake will conquer a good portion of our region, not just everybody. Then I think we all go back into the 80s by Friday, and for Saturday, Sunday, the 90s are not out of the question. Current conditions at the airport, 83 degrees right now, 39% for the relative humidity. North winds going 6 miles per hour, and our air pressure on the higher side, 30.05 inches of mercury here in the Twin Ports. But we do have the last gasp of those troughs of low pressure working out of our area in conjunction with the heat of the day. So especially in Minnesota tonight, still looking at a 20% chance for some showers. Current temperatures show they're still running mostly mid-70s to lower 80s around the region, whether you're in Grand Rapids at 80 or Solon Springs at 82 or Ironwood still holding on to that 79 reading. Up the Gunflint, they slipped to 68 degrees. So if heat is not your thing, looks like Cook County is the place to visit. And maybe it'll hold true that way through the holiday weekend, too, when inland towns go towards 90, 92. Doppler map right now shows not much in the way of precip going on for Wisconsin or the UP, but that last shot is starting to rumble through northern Minnesota here. Spotty isolated stuff right now, trying to form a line. 20% chance it'll succeed. So keep in mind you may get a couple claps of thunder and a little bit of rain here tonight before things start to calm down for tomorrow. Tonight, there's that 20% rain chance with some thunder possible. Tomorrow, higher pressure takes over, and so we become cooler, only 70 by the lake, but a little warmer inland. The coolness doesn't last. The high pressure eventually brings in southerly winds to our region. So by Friday, we warm back into the 80s. And like I mentioned, for Saturday, Sunday, back into the 90s. But as early as Monday, we start to go down once again. So the 90s won't be here forever. Tonight in Minnesota, the low temps, I think will be about 53 to 57, 20% rain chance. Wisconsin and Michigan, only a 10% rain chance. Low temps there, 52 to 54. Tomorrow's high temps in Wisconsin, Michigan will be near 70 by the lake. Upper 70s down towards Cable, Hayward, and Trigo and Spooner and places like that. Mostly sunny sky. And Minnesotans get that too, with highs in the 60s by the lake, and then 70 to 80 just a little bit farther inland. A little cool down before we step things up back into the 80s for everybody on Friday, and there's those 90s for Saturday and for the 4th of July, followed by a cool down and another rain chance, Kristen, Monday and Tuesday. And speaking of cool downs, by next Wednesday, we're back towards 70. So we start cool, bell curve up, and then finish cool.
Something for everyone.
Yeah.
All right. Thanks, Dave. It's that time of the show where we get to talk about adoptable pets, and today's pet comes to us from Animal Allies in Duluth. This is Abu. He is a 3-month-old kitten who loves chasing after toys, getting snuggles, and watching birds from the window. He is a playful young guy looking for a loving home to grow up in. If you'd like to set up an appointment to adopt Abu, then you can call the number on your screen. Still to come, the general manager of our station is leaving after an incredible 43-year career in television news. We'll take a look back after the break.
When Grandma suggested cookies, Kyle wasn't expecting the new Nestle Toll House Chocolate Chip Cookie Blizzard. 2 beloved treats, soft-baked Nestle Toll House Chocolate Chip Cookies and world-famous DQ Soft Serve, all in one treat. The good times roll when these two get together, just like G-Ma and her G-Son. Making memories while mixing 2 favorites. With the Nestle Toll House Chocolate Chip Cookie Blizzard, only at DQ. Get it delivered at DQ.com.
You need fast, reliable internet, but it's not a one-size-fits-all world. At Mediacom, we have a pricing plan for everyone. You can get our starting internet service for $19.99 a month for a year. And with that comes a great deal of speed. We're talking 60 meg. Because unlike other providers, we want you to have fast internet from the start. Extreme speeds go up to 1 gig with lots of options to choose from. So let's talk. Call us today at 844-EXTREME2.
We can help you at Ketamine North Infusion Center.
In public safety, we see things that sometimes you can't unsee. After these infusions, everything just kind of turned around and I was able to start enjoying things again.
To learn more, give us a call or visit us online.
Go on, get off the ladder and place it back where you found it. The days of dangerous climbs are over. Gutter Helmet provides year-round protection, preventing buildup of debris, keeping your gutters clear and free-flowing. With its heavy-duty support brackets and exclusive helmet heat ice reduction system, Gutter Helmet's been designed to withstand the harshest weather conditions. Get Gutter Helmet, America's #1 choice for gutter protection, and never clean your gutters again.
We remember your name. Hi, Cheryl.
Hello.
Because it's your name. That's simple human sense.
Ask J3 Insurance in Duluth if auto owners make sense for you.
Funerals can be emotionally devastating for a family to go through. Besides the sorrow, loved ones are left with the high cost of arranging a funeral. Funeral Advantage was formed to help protect your family when they need it most. It pays your loved ones up to $20,000 immediately for funeral and any other expenses.
It's a good feeling to know that my family will be taken care of if anything happens to me.
Funerals can easily cost $9,000 or more, but government benefits pay only $255, leaving your loved ones to pay the rest.
It's so easy. Just answer a few simple health questions. This is so affordable, even for someone like me who's on a fixed income.
If you're 40 to 85, get information on how to protect your family. Funeral Advantage is something we all need. There's no risk or obligation. Call now.
Get the facts about how easy it is to protect your family. There's no risk or obligation. Don't wait. Call the number on your screen now.
Later, how kayakers and paddlers can navigate dangerous situations while out on Lake Superior.
Temperatures will descend tomorrow, and I'll talk about if they'll stay down or rise up again.
Tonight at 6 on CBS3. Get your news on the go, the CBS3 mobile app.
The longest-serving member of our news team leaves us today. Dave Jench is retiring after spending parts of 6 decades and 8 presidents with us. Dave Anderson pays tribute to the man tonight and tells the story of a person who went from rookie reporter to station general manager.
Good evening, I'm Dave Jench. Karen Olson is ill tonight.
43 years ago, a St. Cloud State grad fresh out of college took his first job at KBJR TV. The rookie from Zumbrota joined a newsroom full of veterans.
Jack McKenna came to KBJR shortly after he came over from WDIO, and Duke Skorich was the assistant news director here, so I worked with a lot of very experienced journalists, Dick Wallach obviously being one of them.
The young Jench cut his teeth reporting on the 1978 BWCA Wilderness Act and the taconite tailings in Lake Superior controversy. He became station news director in 1985, but that didn't keep him from reporting. Dave was on the front line during the evacuation of the Twin Ports during the 1992 benzene spill.
People in Superior, other than in the area immediately around the spill, can begin returning to their homes.
He was also on the street with us in 1997 when the TV station caught on fire. His leadership kept us on the air despite the destruction of the studio.
I've never been in the middle of anything quite like what I experienced today and last night here at Channel 6. When our home away from home went up in flames,
you could see the flames shooting up out of the building. We, set about a coverage plan to cover ourselves. It was a Sunday night. We had news on Monday morning and pulled together a really strong team of people to collect equipment and set up a studio so we could stay on the air. And in fact, we never missed a show.
Jench's leadership was tested again the following year when an ice storm knocked over the station's transmitter tower, which also mangled the nearby equipment building.
That was actually a little more traumatic to lose the tower, and we actually did miss some newscasts that day.
Though he downplays his role and says he was only part of a management team, Dave Jench had a hand in changing the way Northland TV News is presented. Weekend, morning, noon, and 5 p.m. newscasts have all been expanded during his tenure. And the notion that every weathercaster hold a meteorology degree was Jench's 1993 brainstorm that since every station in the market has copied.
I, understood that a meteorology team could bring a lot of value to the people who live here, and I think time has borne out that I was right there.
Other highlights of a 43-year career include a stint co-anchoring the news with Michelle Lee, becoming friends with Minnesota Governor Rudy Perpich, and interviewing Arnold Schwarzenegger when the future California governor was a student at UWS. In 2004, Dave Jench became station general manager and helped oversee the addition of CBS3 into the family. Today, Dave leaves our building and leaves behind little more than a reel of 1978 BWCA news footage and the Olympic torch he carried as part of the 1996 relay from Athens to Atlanta. But he won't be leaving the Northland.
My family lives here, and so it's, 43 years, it's my forever home.
Jench says in 43 years of accomplishments, he is most proud of our station group's success on the My9 Sports Channel. He loves the way local high school and college teams get to show their skills to a wider audience via television. And of course, from all of us here at CBS3, congratulations on your retirement. You will sure be missed.
Coming up right here on the CBS Evening News. Tonight, Bill Cosby is a free man after his sexual assault conviction is overturned. What a former accuser is saying about the court's stunning decision. Plus, more victims found in the rubble in Surfside, Florida, and the new chilling voicemail from just moments before the collapse. And tonight, we remember Donald Rumsfeld, the Secretary of Defense, who led America's response after 9/11. That's all tonight here on the CBS Evening News.
CBS3 closed captioning is brought to you by Essentia Health Pharmacies, keeping things safe, simple, and convenient through mail, local delivery, drive-through, and curbside pickup services.
Hello from DBS Repair, your local experts in all things basementy. Since 2012, we've helped thousands of cabin and homeowners in Minnesota and Wisconsin. We specialize in basement waterproofing, foundation and structural repair, concrete lifting and leveling, whole home energy, nasty crawl spaces, and basement finishing too. If you have a wet basement, moldy crawl space, or sunken concrete, our team of experts have the trusted solutions to help. Call DBS today for all things basementy.
World-class rodeo action returns to Spooner, Wisconsin for the 67th annual Heart of the North Rodeo, July 8th, 9th, and 10th. Some of the top cowboys and cowgirls in the United States compete for over $100,000 in prize money. Food and beverages available along with live music. Get your tickets today by calling 800-367-3306 or purchase online at SpoonerRodeo.com. July 8th, 9th, and 10th in Spooner, Wisconsin.
Everybody wants to go to Spooner Rodeo.
Rocket Drive Block? Russian Pole Crush? Jam a Grand Slam? Drunk? Drunk? That'd be insane. Roll in that? Roll in this? Roll together? Drunk? That would be super insane. Hey, all you ladies and guys. Drive sober on the road. No matter how many wheels you roll. Welcome to the Kelly Clarkson Show! This show is about connection. Not even 2020 and socially distancing ourselves are going to get in the way of that.
So we 6 feet apart?
Let's just check it out.
Watch the Kelly Clarkson Show.
The Kelly Clarkson Show on CBS3.
If you love them enough to crawl into a play place to get them to come down, then surely you'll check NHTSA.gov/the right seat to make sure they're in the right car seat.
Welcome back to the CBS3 News Live at 5. Here's a live look from Canal Park on this Wednesday evening. Let's take a look back at today's top story and see what's coming up at 6. Tonight at 5, we learned that as Minnesota lawmakers work to finalize the state budget, part of their negotiations agreed to officially end the governor's peacetime emergency powers tomorrow. And tonight at 6, with just hours left in the special legislative session, lawmakers have only 2 budget bills left to pass. We hear from Northland representatives on how the final bills will impact our region. That's your news at 5. The CBS Evening News is next. We'll see you at 6.